Hi everyone, welcome to Awkward Author. My name is Alyssa Grasso, and this is my weekly blog and podcast about my sometimes awkward, always awesome author life. And this week I do have an author income report for you for the month of February. I was kind of behind with my last one, so it feels like I just put out one of these. But I do have my February income to tell you about. Not too exciting, so don't get your hopes up. I'll get to that in just a little bit. I will update you on my word count progress, which hasn't been great, and how it might be improving soon due to some decisions we made. So yeah, my word count this week, I had some different things that came up that I had to do and that kind of cut into my writing time, so did not get as much work done as I had hoped to this past week. And so I only wrote, I think, I forget where I was last week. I'm up to 33,000 words now. I think that is only 4,000 words more than where I was at when I recorded last week's episode. So not a whole lot of progress being made, and just some different things that I, had to do. And for me, usually what happens is when I need to sacrifice something, the writing time gets sacrificed, unfortunately. Because I don't have a whole lot of free time in my schedule as it is. But that might be changing. At least for this month, things are going to change a little bit. So, if you have not been living under a rock for, the past couple of months, then that right now there's a little bit of a viral outbreak going on through the world. It is here in the US now. Probably been here for several weeks, although there's a lot of misinformation floating around out there. So my day job is reselling stuff on Amazon. It's not really a job, it's like a day business. And what that means is that a couple days a week, and usually my boyfriend's with me, we go out to stores, buy stuff, and buy low, sell high is kind of the idea there. And so I do make money, shipping stuff off to Amazon, and that's where the bulk of my income comes from. But going out to stores means going out in public. We'd go to, multiple stores when we go out. And maybe not the wisest decision when we are dealing with, a public health crisis as we are right now. And so, we talked about it and we made a decision, okay, like for the month of March, we're not going to, do any shopping. We actually placed a grocery store order, so we have a delivery coming today. But we're gonna avoid going out in public because we don't want to get sick. That's the long and short of it, I guess. And there's obviously all kinds of information about this here. You're probably not at risk, but you don't know. And my boyfriend has some health problems, so he's probably in a higher risk category than most people. And honestly, there's a lot of misinformation going on around about who's most at risk and stuff. So we'd just rather not get sick at all. Obviously, I mean, I think most people have that view. And the other thing is you don't know what the long-term effects are from having an illness like this that we don't know anything about. So our plan is better safe than sorry. So we're staying home. We're not, going out. We don't live together, so, I will be going back and forth to his place, but that does not involve, having to go to public places, deal with other people, that sort of thing. And hopefully, we can, keep ourselves safe. Now, we made this decision to do this for the month of March. Obviously, that's only like 4 weeks. Could be more, spread going on. After that, it seems to be, in this country, it seems like the West Coast is right now a little bit more affected than we are here on the East Coast. There are positive cases showing up on the East Coast, and, including places not very far away. I think that's going to change pretty soon because we're going to see a lot more cases. One of the things that that's going on right now is that there are no test kits available. So there are probably a lot of positive cases out there that, you just don't know about because they're not even able to test people. I mean, a doctor, came out, spoke out publicly yesterday as a doctor at New York Presbyterian. And as he said, like, they're one of the busiest hospitals in the country and they can't get the kits to test people. So, that's a little bit of a alarming thing. And we just happen to know, from personal experience, we know people who are, traveling, who are going back and forth to, infected areas in Italy, and they haven't been tested. And the facts about this illness are that, the incubation period is kind of long. It can be as much as 2 weeks, and that means you can be spreading this thing for 2 weeks, not have a single symptom. I heard about someone out in Washington State who, this was, a week or so ago, but she had symptoms of it. She was a healthcare worker and she wanted to get tested, and she basically could not get tested. They would not test her because she hadn't been out of the country, and she couldn't prove that she had direct contact with anyone who had tested positive. So they wouldn't even test her. I mean, like, that's kind of the situation we're dealing with right now. So I have a feeling that even though it, when you see the news, the cases in the U.S. don't seem that high, I have a feeling they're actually much higher than what we're seeing, because we're not really, testing people. We're not really taking any steps to, control this, even though we've learned a lot from, what happened in China and, how they were able to, slow down infections there. So anyway, I guess I'm on a soapbox and ranting, but we're not like, it's not like a huge burden on us to just kind of avoid going out for a month and just see, where things lie after that. Now, like I said, that is the main source of my income, my Amazon selling business. Now I still will have money coming in because, what I do is I ship my products off to Amazon, and then when they sell, I get paid. So there's a lot of stuff there at Amazon, which should hopefully, if people keep buying stuff in the middle of this pandemic, which I expect they will, it might even be an increase in online sales, then I should still have money coming in. But then at some point I do run out of inventory, and then I got to figure something out. But for now, should be fine. And so for the next few weeks, I'll have some more time because I won't be focusing on the Amazon business at all. I won't be doing that. So I'm probably going to put a lot of that time towards working on my book. And I do hope to, finish it this month. And maybe even, get into working on editing the whole series and just work on getting that, the first steps to getting that ready for publication anyway. And then we'll see. Maybe I'm being too ambitious, but I do think that I can definitely finish this book. I'm at 33,000 words on it, and I'm going to have some more time to work on it. I think I might have been able to finish it even without, extra writing time, but now I do have some extra time to work on that. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I mean, I really don't see it as too much of a burden. As long as we're still able to get, groceries delivered to the house, everything should be fine. And we'll just, hang out and, we don't really have like a super active like social life anyway, so it's not really like we're not like these extreme extroverts. We're not always going out, doing crazy exciting things. The weather's starting to get a little warmer here, maybe, kind of, although they are predicting snow for the end of the week, which if we get it, it'll be like the biggest snowstorm that we've had this season, and they're only predicting 1 to 3 inches. But in general, things seem to be warming up a little here, so that's good. We'll have some nice days. We'll be able to get out and go for a walk and things like that. So I mean, we're not like trapped in our house or anything, and the weather's getting nicer, so we're kind of okay with it. It's not really like any kind of negative burden, and hopefully we stay healthy. Hopefully you stay healthy, and hopefully this thing dies out and isn't too much of a problem. But we'll see what happens, and hopefully we're just being overly cautious, and that's we can do this, like we don't, it's not we work from home basically, so it's not a huge inconvenience for us. And I know a lot of people don't have that luxury, so I'm thankful that we do, and I'm hopeful that we will get through this and be okay. Now, in an ideal world, I would be able to live off my writing income, but this is not an ideal world. So I will share with you my author income report for the month of February. February is, of course, the shortest month of the year, although we did get an extra day this year, and that made all the difference now. I don't even know if I sold any books on the 29th. I might have. But overall, you know, it's a pretty typical month for me as far as author income goes, which means, I'm not raking it in, and I will not be able to live off of my writing income anytime soon. And once again, in the month of February, nearly all my sales came from Amazon. That is, you know, just about every month, either all of my sales or the bulk of my sales. So on Amazon in February of 2020, I made $77.93. It's a combination of ebooks and paperbacks. Ebook sales came to $48.34, and then my paperback sales were $29.59, so for a total of $77.93. And then, wait for it, I did actually sell a book on another platform. Don't always. It was one single book, one single ebook, sold through Barnes & Noble. So I made $1.94 in royalties from that sale. So that brings my total for the month of February to $79.87, which is pretty predictable at this point, you know, what my income stream is going to be from my books, from my writing. And as always, this is just a passive income stream. I'm doing absolutely nothing to promote these books, and that's just the money that I have trickling in each month. So I really can't complain about that. I mean, that's, just to have any kind of passive income that you don't have to, put any work into, and just can rely on that, steady flow of money. I don't know if flow is the right word, but to have that money coming in is a nice thing. Obviously, it would be nice if, there was a few more zeros on the end of that figure, but someday perhaps. And I'm hoping that, like I said, I can get this book finished this month. I can start working on getting this series ready for publication, and then sometime this year, hopefully before too long, I will be able to put this out and hopefully start to make a little bit more money by promoting a series of books. It'll be my first series. I think I have a lot of stuff to learn along the way, but I've been doing my best to educate myself and, learn from other authors who've been there before, and, about what works, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes, guys. But so that's what's going on this week for me. And coming to you from my isolation zone, my self-isolation zone, I guess. Anyway, I hope you guys do have a great week. I hope you stay healthy, of course, and hope you get some writing done or reading done or whatever it is that you're working on. And have a great week, everyone. I will talk to you again next week. Take care. Bye for now.